I said, you know, Dad, it's not fair. He said, what? I said, there's no black guys on either one of those teams. And that's not fair. He said, okay. I said, well, no. I'm going to change it. I'll be the first one to go to one of those schools.
Well, when I think of hard work, I think of our father. That man worked so hard for his family. He often would work 2 and 3 jobs.
He will apologize to me because he says, I didn't have this to give you. I didn't have that to give you. And I always tell him, man, you taught me how to be a good man. And that was the most important thing you could give to me.
We were rich in maybe not money, but just in love.
Mom she was the glue. She taught us to love God. She taught us to love each other. She taught us to love family.
Came along in that era where she probably couldn't express her talents in the way she wanted to. And so I think all of that then was instilled in me.
She always told us we were going to college. We didn't know how. We knew we didn't have the money, but she always told us, you're going to college.
Most people look at him and they just see this big guy, and they think that the inside matches that exterior, and it really doesn't. Thom's the softie. He cares deeply about people. He cares deeply about causes or things that are important to him or to his family.
Yeah, everybody wants change. Nobody wants to go through the process. The process is hard to come out on the other side. The journey is much more difficult than the destination.
When he did go off to college, it was like, you know, our hero. Everybody, the neighborhood, just, you know, that was the neighborhood hero, you know. And he was going to Auburn, and we were going to be able to see him on TV. So I think he was always destined for greatness.
Going to Auburn when it was so few blacks there, I never understood what he went through, even though I was there. I came 2 years after he was there. I never understood what he went through because I just saw the hero. I just saw the guy running up and down the field.
We talk about the athletes who came and who integrated the university, but we don't talk about the non-athletes and how much more difficult it was on the non-athletes.
I really didn't know about the struggle that he had at Auburn until the book, because when we always visited Auburn, we just saw the Auburn, I guess, that everybody wants you to see.
It's a walk-on, man. And walk-ons are low on the totem pole. The words I would use would be loneliness, isolation, not knowing that, you know, a university can be a lifetime experience, obviously.
People know because of his book or just because they know him. But it's not like he walks around and says, you know, I did this, I went through this. It's very personal to him.
He had a letter from one of his teammates, Terry Henley, inviting him to a 30-year reunion of a 1972 football team. And he said, I'm not going. And I said, I think you need to go. I think you need the closure. I think you need to know for sure, one way or another, whether what you experienced was real and that really is how your teammates feel about you, or whether you were all just 18-year-old boys doing the best you could in an awful situation.
It's the first reunion I went to. I didn't go 10, I didn't go 20. Finally, I went 30. And I went 30 because my wife, she said, you know, you need to deal with this.
He was trembling. He was terrified of the reception that he would get from his teammates and the people who were going to be there. When we got there, fortunately, James and Gloria were also there, ready to go up in the elevator. And when Thom and James got off of the elevator, you would have thought that it was Mick Jagger and Bruce Springsteen, because all you could hear across the room was, "It's Thomas and James, it's Thomas and James, it's Thomas and James."
This is something that's amazing. This is something that movies are made about.
He was going to take that journey, you know, whether someone said you could take it or you can't take it. And I really don't think that anyone is more deserving of this.
Now I can look back and see that, you know, that was major. That was a milestone. And for God to put that blessing on us, on our little family.
I've been blessed with the gift of gab, and so it's something I can talk about. It's something I can bring other people's attention to, and it's something and I can be an ambassador for the university.
To come back and be so willing to work for the school and to better the institution, I don't know, I just think it's really deserving, you know. It's a great thing that he's being honored for it.
I'm happy for the young people. I'm happy that they get to have this incredible college experience that other people who went to school here want to come back to, want to retire here, because it is a wonderful experience. And so that's the great thing about it now. And to know that maybe we had a little something to do with it. Maybe we helped it along and helped it down the road.
You have to be ready to be loved before you can be loved. And when you're not ready to be loved, it's impossible to love someone.
It took me a long time to find unconditional love. The love that I have in my life now.